different types of purchases. Okay, so the different types of purchases are, we saw local purchase, we saw interstate purchase, we saw composite purchase, we saw unregistered purchase, we saw purchase with discount, not on percentage, both percentage and value. We saw that one. We saw purchase with TDS, with advance, even with advanced TDS also we saw. So any doubts, whatever the subjects we have cleared, you please WhatsApp to me whatever the doubts you want to have. We can chat and we can get clarified with that. Okay. So today I'm going to start a new the last and final purchase which you're going to have. It is going to be import purchase. Okay. It is going to be imports. So what needs to be done? We are going to purchase in dollars. Okay. So how to enable multi-currency in Tally? Okay. What do you do? Go to F11, features, go to accounting feature, enable multi-currency. Okay. So I've enabled multi-currency here. I just save this voucher. Okay, I've saved the feature now. Now go back to gateway of Tally. This is gateway of Tally. Okay. What needs to be done is go to accounts info, currency, create. My currency is dollar. It is formal is USD. Right? I've saved this. I just came out. Right? What I'm going to do is go to accounts info, ledger, and create. I'm going to create a importer, under sundry creditors. He is from, say, Singapore. Clear? Any doubts you can ask me. What I have done is I have enabled multi-currency. I went to currencies, accounts info, currencies. I have created dollar. Correct? We can also fix a rate of exchange in the master itself. So based on this rate of exchange, your transaction will work. How to fix a transaction rate of exchange? You can just go here. You can put your standard selling rate and the buying rate over here. It automatically picks this rate based on the date of exchange which you have given. Date for rate of exchange. Okay. Accordingly, it will work. At the same time, okay, it's not necessary to put it in the masters. During my transaction itself, your rate of exchange will automatically fix. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to fix anything over there in currency. Right? So I'm just coming out. I'm giving escape. Now gateway of Tally. I'm going to accounting voucher. F9 for purchase. On the right hand side, you can see all the menus over here. Just go to F9 for purchase. Click this. Right? I'm going to put my supplier invoice number. Clear? Now, I choose importer. Right? All others is the same. Now I'll put Alt C, I'll create a product called barcode printer, right? Under the group printer, I'm not putting anything over here. I'm going to take the HSN code and the tax percentage, which is already given in the group level. Okay. Now I just save this. I'll put the quantity here. Rate will be, what needs to be done is we purchased through dollars. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a dollar symbol, right? My one printer cost me around, say, $75, right? Now, as soon as you click enter, this screen will come. Here, what am I going to do? I'm going to change my exchange rate. Okay, so my exchange rate will be, I'm changing my exchange rate. Today it is going to be, my exchange rate will be around 79 rupees, right? Clear? Any doubt you can ask me. What I have done, I have chosen the importer here. I have created a product called barcode printer under the group called printer. Once I create the printer, barcode printer, I put my quantity. Once I put my quantity, my rate, I am putting dollars, $75 per printer, I'm putting it. Once I give this, you will be getting a screen where rate in Forex is going to be $75 per number, correct? $1 is equal to 79 rupees. I am fixing it is 79 rupees today's rate. Okay, depends on the transaction or depends on the rate of your dollar. You can fix the rate of exchange, right? Once I fix this, automatically the transactions is covered. Now I'm going to use the same ledger. I'm not created any ledger separately for export or imports. Okay. See the same screen. One changes, you can see something called import taxable on the bracket. Clear? Any doubts you can ask me. Okay. It's all the same. Enter. Enter. Any doubts? Till then, have any doubts you can ask me. It is an import purchase. We made a purchase now. 10 numbers of barcode printer. One number of barcode printer is $75. Into 10 is $750 we have given. We have fixed the rate of exchange as 79 rupees per dollar. Okay. So the question is, sir, what happens in case of foreign purchase of fixed assets? Import of machinery from foreign, is the same entry applicable, sir? The entry is all the same, madam. There is no change there. The entry is all the same. Okay, here I'm taking it for my purchase. Actually, I'm going to do a trading. That's why I'm purchasing a barcode printer from the other country. Okay, now what you're saying is the purchase is for my capital. It's my capital investments. So instead of creating, okay, I'll complete this transaction. I'll show you that also for you. Okay. Now here you need to put the bill of entry number, date of bill of entry, and the port code number. The port code number is 6 digits. Normally it comes with 6 digits. Excuse me, there is another doubt. Okay. Is the same entry applicable, sir? Yes, it is the same entry applicable. Okay. So now I'm putting all these things. Okay. You can also put the transported details. Whatever the details you want, you can put it. And I'm going to save this voucher. Clear? I save this voucher. You want to see how it looks? Okay. Now what you do, escape from here, go to display, statutory reports, GST, GST 3B. Clear? Press F2 button here, make it as May. Now you can see whatever the purchases you made. Import of goods. Clear? Any doubts you can ask me now. Clear, sir? Any doubts you can ask me. Okay, this is what the import purchase. But normally what needs to be done is here the integrated taxes automatically comes, correct? So you need to pay this tax to the government. How to pay this money to the government now? Okay, so what needs to be done is just escape from here, come to gateway of Tally. It's all the same. What needs to be done is go to accounting voucher, go to accounting voucher, press F7 for journal. On the right hand side, you can see there is something called stat adjustments. Now I need to increase the liability and then pay the tax to the government. Without increasing the liability, you cannot pay the tax to the government. It is an import purchase where there is a reverse charge is applicable. That's why we are increasing the tax liability and we are going to pay to the government. Once you pay to the government, you can take an input in the same month itself. Clear? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to increase my liability, increase of tax liability. Here, import of goods, we need to choose. Can you see this? Any doubts you can ask me? Okay. We made an import purchase. Once we made an import purchase, the taxable amount, it is going to be IGST. That IGST has to be paid with the help of reverse charge. Now we are putting that reverse charge entry now. What we are trying to do is we are trying to increase the tax liability and then we are going to pay the tax to the government. Clear? So I'm choosing import of goods. Clear? I am going to create a ledger called tax on imports. Clear? Under direct expenses. I'm not going to give anything over here. It is all not applicable. Even TDS is not applicable. I've saved this. Okay. Now what is the figure? It's there. We need to see what is the figure. It's there. So what needs to be done? Display, statutory reports, GST, GST 3B, F2 button, May I've chosen. My import purchase is going to be Alt F1 for detail. My tax portion is 10,665 rupees. So we need to increase the tax liability for this amount. Okay. So what I have done, come to gateway of Tally, accounting voucher, F7 for start adjustments, choose GST, increase of tax liability, import of goods. Here, tax on imports, it is 10,665 rupees. Credit, IGST, it is 18% on 59,350 or 59,750. I'm just putting it up for this thing. Clear? It has come. Now I've saved this voucher. Now you tell me any doubts you can ask me now. Now we have done is we made an import purchase. Once we made an import purchase, we need to pay taxes. That tax is going to be through reverse charge we're going to pay. For that, we have increased our tax liability now. To put the reverse charge, go to journal, F7 for journal. On the right hand side, you can see start adjustments. Click on this, then you put your tax adjustments. Excuse me, somebody is asking a question. Instead we can do this way. Input IGST 10,665, tax on reverse charge is 10,665. For payment, tax on reverse charge to bank, we can do. Correct. But here, if you can see this IGST amount, no, this IGST amount, it is now here we are increasing it. The first one, what you're saying is, you showed two entries, sir. Excuse me. Siddharth sir is giving him one particular suggestion. What he is trying to do is, first, he is putting an entry first for taking an inputs. Okay, we are to increase the input. He has put one entry. He has shown one entry. What is the entry is? We have to put the input IGST 10,665. Correct. Tax on reverse charge is 10,665. Okay. This entry is to increase your input. Okay. Next one is what we are trying to do is we are going to make a payment to the government. Okay. What he has done is tax on reverse charge 10,665 to bank directly. He has put a bank 10,665. We can't do this, sir. We are it is up to you to decide how are we going to do it. But when we are trying to increase the liability and trying to decrease your thing, okay, I'm just showing the way how it works. It depends on you. Whatever the method you want to do it, you can do it. But this is the way Tally is prescribed, and this is the method which we have to show. If I'm going to guide something else, people will get confused. So I'm just going in the flow. This is what we need to do. That's why I'm just trying to do that. Okay. So what I've done is, I'll show you that display daybook. So what I've done is, we made one import purchase. This import purchase is taxable. This tax has to be paid through reverse charge. So what we have done is, we made a reverse charge entry here. This is a reverse charge entry where I'm increasing my tax liability. Okay, once I increase my tax liability, I should pay this amount to the government. Correct? So the IGST is 15,000, 59,250. It is 59,250. Okay. Now I'm going to pay this money to the government now. Okay. So what needs to be done is, go to accounting voucher. On the right hand side, F5 for payment. right? On the this thing, nature of payment, correct? It is, you have to say payment under reverse charge. I am choosing my bank. Clear? I am choosing IGST, input IGST. It is 10,665. So I'm just putting it. So I've done my payment now. Now I'm going to pay to the importer. Okay, I need to pay to the importer also, right? So what needs to be done is, I'm choosing the bank. I'm choosing my importer. It is 59,250. Correct. So I need to pay through dollars. So what I'm trying to do is, I am paying through dollar, $750, right? So I will change the transaction date to say 20th, right? On 20th, when I make my purchase, my dollar rate was 79. Clear? When I make my payment to the party, to the importer, okay, my dollar rate, it got decreased. For example, my dollar rate is 75 rupees. Okay, my dollar exchange rate is 75 rupees. But I'm clearing the bill. Okay, it is e-fund transfer. I've saved this. Any doubts on this? Now what we have done is, we paid the money to the importer. Now we go back to his ledger and see how it behaves. Okay, so what needs to be done is, escape from here, go to display, accounts book, ledger, choose importer, press enter. Now you can see. So what it shows, we made a purchase for 59,250 rupees. Since my purchase, it is $75 per number, but my rate of exchange is 79 rupees when I purchase. My dollar rate was 79 rupees on the day of purchase. Clear? When I make my payment, my dollar rate was 75 rupees. Clear? You can see this. Now, you can see there is something called unadjusted forex gain or loss. Clear? How to treat this entry? Normally, when this has come, most of the people doesn't know how to handle this particular thing. Okay, but this is actually speaking, for us, it's a gain. Okay, because when I make a purchase, the dollar rate was 79, but when I make my payment, my dollar rate was only 75 rupees. So it is a gain for me. Correct. But how to treat this entry? How to treat this entry? Okay, unadjusted forex or gain, how to treat this entry? Okay, I'll show you how to do this. Escape from here, come to gateway of Tally. Okay, now what needs to be done is, go to accounts info, voucher type, alter, go to journal. Okay, now just enter, come here. What needs to be given is forex. This is a class which I'm going to create to adjust my unadjusted forex or gain. Clear? Enter. Here you can see, used for forex gain or loss adjustments. Make it as yes. Press enter. you need to create a ledger called Forex or gain. Okay. Alt C. I am creating a ledger Forex gain or loss under direct expenses. I am making it as not applicable. Just have a look on this. So what I have done, I'm going to repeat once again. We saw display accounts book ledger. We went to importers ledger. We saw there is a difference of 3,000 rupees. Actually speaking, this 3,000 rupees again for us. But this has to be adjusted. Okay, what needs to be done? Most of the people, if this kind of entry it comes, they don't know how to adjust the entry. So I'm going to show how to adjust this particular entry. So what needs to be done is escape, 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 come to gateway of Tally. Go to accounts info, voucher type, alter, go to journal, just enter, enter, enter. You need to create a class called Forex. Enable use class for Forex gain / loss adjustments. Make it as yes. And I've created a ledger called Forex gain or loss. Under direct expenses I've created. Okay. I've saved this. Okay. Now what's the entry we have to put? What kind of entry we are going to put? Escape from here. Go to accounting voucher. Press enter. Right. F7 for journal. If you can see, normally journal, if you don't create any class, it automatically get into that. But when you create a class, it shows like this. Journal, you can see there is a class available there. One is not applicable and one is Forex. When you put an adjustment entry for Forex or gain, you need to choose Forex there. Okay. Otherwise, choose not applicable and start working on it. So I'm choosing Forex. Press enter. Now, if you press space bar, automatically the importer will come. Choose this. The difference of 3,000 rupees, it comes now. That's it. Clear? Now, press enter. What is the entry which has made? Debit voucher total does not match. Why? Somebody is asking the doubt. Since the Forex gain is debited to the importer automatically and adjustment entry is not passed, whether the balance will be tailed. Importer to gain. Okay. See. Okay. What he is saying is, so this is the automatic entry. I'm not putting any entry over here. It automatically comes and does this. Okay, what is that he is trying to do is, instead of debit, it says it has to be credited. That's what he is saying. Okay, so accounting voucher, importer, it says again. We have to put a credit here. That's why it's showing an error. Now if you can see display day book. See here, it's a debit entry. Okay, I'm not, sir, whatever he said, no, I'm not put any changes over there. It automatically picks the entry here. Okay, it automatically picks, and the entry it shows is 3,000 rupees as credit. Can you see here? Right? I've not done any correction, sir. I've not done any correction. I've just chosen my journal entry. With the help of my class, I put this entry here. Automatically it picks. Normally there won't be any error. Automatically it will move. Now if you can go and see it in the ledger, accounts book, ledger, importer, the entry is like this. It is not unadjusted forex or gain. Now we have adjusted that amount. So automatically it comes and sits here. If you can see the profit and loss account, that amount will come and sit. See. Okay. Now what I will do, I will, excuse me, there is one doubt what he is asking. Imported to gain, yes. What if there is some associated bank charges or relevant GST on it? Sir, whenever you receive any associated bank charges, like for example, freight charges, freight inward, or customs duty. Okay, normally the customs duty you'll be getting a separate invoice for customs duty. Okay, but freight forward or seaward in sea freights or inward freights all comes along with your invoices. So what we can do is normally what we can do is, if you get that kind of invoice, for example, I'll show you that. Now what I'll do, I'll just go to accounting voucher again. I'll go to purchases. Okay, I'll put one more import purchase. I'll choose importer here. Right, barcode printer. Two numbers. Here my dollar rate will be 100. Okay. Now it picks the latest rate because now we are on 20th. But when we make the first purchase, we made the first purchase on 15th. That time my dollar rate was 79. Now, when we make a payment on 20th, the dollar rate was 75. So it automatically picks the rate of exchange from the masters. Right? I've saved this. Now what I'll do, I will create one more ledger called freight inward. Okay. Now, normally this freight inward and whatever the other charges we are getting, okay, people wants to add this expenses into my product. Clear? So what needs to be done? What needs to be done to add it to my cost of my product? So please have a look on this. Just come here. There is something called method of appropriation in purchase invoices. Choose value. Okay. And here make it as not applicable. Okay. So I'm not putting any taxes over there. If you have any taxes separately, you can put it here itself. Okay. There might be an SSC code or something. I'm not putting anything. Right. The tax percentage will be 18%. Right. It is service. So I save this voucher. Now my tax portion will be, say, the sea freight will be around $100 or say $20. Okay, it's all the same, right? Again, the GST details can be filled. I've saved this voucher. Now, if you go and see the cost price of the particular product, right? Now, escape, go to display, inventory books, stock item, barcode printer, right? This is the two purchases we made. This is a consolidated screen. Press enter. Now you can see my cost price is increased. This is my second transaction. Here my cost price is increased. Can you see it becomes 8250? Sir, any doubt you can ask me? It becomes 8250. If you have not put this appropriation, if you are not putting this appropriation, then my cost price wouldn't have been 8250. Okay, so what I've done is I am including my other overheads, for example, unloading charges, freight inwards, carriage inwards, sea freight, all these expenses we can include to the costs of the product. So if you choose this one, it automatically goes and sits into that. Okay, there is a doubt. Okay, fine. So now you can see, if you have any doubts, you can ask me, sir. Okay, so this is what we have done. I just saved this. Okay. Right. So this is what how to add your costs of the product whenever you get other than your product costs. Okay. So this is a method we need to put. Okay. Now escape from here. There's one more doubt people are asking it. After entering the freight, does the IGST amount change? Okay. So, madam, whenever we put the appropriate value, whenever you add the cost, the overheads, whatever you are giving in overheads, whenever you add it, okay, I will show the ledger how it behaves. Okay, I will just show how the GSTR 3B will be. Okay, then I'll explain you in a better way. Okay, because GST is inclusive of freight and all other costs. You said yes, it is inclusive of all GST. Now what I'll show, I will show you how the GSTR 3B looks like. So go to display, statutory and taxation, GST reports 3B, correct? F2, I've choose May. Okay, now eligible ITC I'm going to show here. Press Alt F1 for a detailed thing. Now import of goods, it becomes 13,365 rupees. Now you can see this. Any doubts? You got it? There is a small change there. How many people have noted it? How many people have noted it? It is 18%. It shows 18% on 15,000 rupees only, not on the freight. Because, yes, not on freight. Why? Now, it is because normally tally how it works is whenever you are adding your expenses to the costs of the product, please listen, whenever your overheads like courier charges or freight inward or sea freight, carriage inward, all these expenses, whenever you add this particular expenses to the cost of the product, the taxes won't be calculated separately. Please understand. Okay. So you need to work on, whenever you work, you need to be very careful whether I am going to add my expenses to the cost of the product, or I'm going to take taxes on this, or I'm going to take inputs on whatever the expenses I'm going to make. So you decide whether I'm going to put this separately or I'm going to add it to my cost of the product. When you remove this one, for example, control enter from there, when you remove this one, then my taxes of GST will be calculated. Any doubts you can ask me. Yes, even though it is grouped under services, the cost of the product, it is increased. It is increased by another $20. Okay. Now when you enable the method of appropriation in tax value in purchase invoice, then your cost is increased. When you make it as not applicable, then the taxes is calculated. So you need to decide whether I'm going to include my expenses in the cost, or I'm going to calculate the tax. It is up to you to decide. Okay. So it is you. How are we going to treat the particular invoices? Okay. In that statutory info, if you change to yes, yes. For example, if I make this one, for example, see this. Okay. I save this. I've removed my appropriation into the products. Now, if you can see, I save this voucher. Okay. I'll just come out. Then my cost of the product, it is import of service. Clear? Import of service is completely different. Okay, but we can add it to the cost of the product. Now, if you can see, both the things are appearing now. Sir, any doubts you can ask me, sir. Okay, one is import of goods, one is import of services. So both it's there in the same transactions. Any doubts? Okay. Now, what needs to be done is we have okay, fine. Now, what we are trying to do is, I am trying to, okay, for this, we made a, reverse charge, we paid the money to the government. Okay. Now we need to increase, the same way we need to increase my input for the same entry. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is, for 10,665 rupees, I'm trying to increase my input so that it affects my GSTR 1. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is, just go to accounting voucher, F7 for journal, right? Not applicable here. On the right hand side, you can choose my start adjustments, GST, increase of input tax credit on import of goods. So you can do import of services separately. Okay. Now, input IGST, it is 18% on 59,250. Okay. It is 10,665 rupees. Credit tax on imports. Right. Here we need to say my bill of entry number, date, Okay, date of transactions, my port code. So whenever you make an import purchase, we need to do a reverse charge to pay the tax. So once you pay the tax, then you can take inputs on the same month itself. Clear? Any doubts you can ask me? This is what the import purchases we are going to do. Any doubts you can ask me, sir, here. Okay, fine. Now I will explain you another thing which Siddharth sir asked me. Now on the invoices, if the freight comes, it is included. Correct? On the invoices, if freight comes, we have included. Okay, we have included to the product. Now, when the customs duty comes, this has to be added to the cost of my product. Clear? But my customs duty comes in a different invoices. Any doubt you can ask me. The customs duty comes in a different invoices. Okay. So what needs to be done is, I'm going to put a payment entry, just a payment entry. Okay. Bank account. I'm creating a ledger called customs duty, alt C, CUSTOM, duty, right? Under direct expenses. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is I'm enabling my GST, I'm enabling my inventory portion. Okay. I'm enabling my inventory portion here, right? Not applicable. Here also I'm not going to give anything over here, right? I'll say not applicable. And sample entry, okay? For which product I'm going to increase it? MS printer. What is my tax portion? This is going to be 10,000 rupees, right? Now I'll save this voucher. So this is an example. I will show you how it behaves. Okay. Now escape from here. Go to display, inventory books, stock item, barcode printer, press enter, right? What is the entry we made? It is for customs duty, right? Okay. One sec, sir. I need to enable one feature like F11 accounting feature here. I need to enable my enable zero value transaction as yes. Okay. We need to enable this also here. So whatever the entry I made, it is payment entry, right? I am enabling this. But if you have more than one product, you need to appropriate the value based on the quantity you have received. Okay. Here I'm not doing anything over like this. I'm just trying to put, okay. I'm just trying to put this. I'll change this date to 21 if you want. Now, if I see this, it is going to be my 21. No? Okay. Now, if you can see how it appears, okay, display, inventory books, it should affect it. Otherwise, there is an entry is gone. Okay. Okay, I'll show you that, sir. I'll show you that in tomorrow's class. I'm sorry. I can show you that separately for you. Okay, tomorrow we can show that. But it should affect here. It will affect. There is some refresh problem is there. it will affect your cost of the product. Okay. Now it's 12:21, so another 9 minutes a day. You can just tell me, we are going to close the purchases now. We can. MS printer, it's MS printer instead of barcode printer. Now I have given for barcode only. I said it's going to be barcode printer. Okay, let's see. If you have a doubt, let's see. Yes, I'm sorry. I made a wrong entry. See, now you can see it is included in the cost of the product. Instead of barcode printer, I've chosen MS printer. That's where the difference. I'm sorry. Okay. Now you can see it is included in the cost of the product. Okay. With this, we are going to end the purchases. From tomorrow, we are going to have a sales, how it is going to be. We are going to have different types of sales. From tomorrow onwards, we are planning to start out sales now. Okay. So if there is any doubts on purchases or any entries you want to have, any clarity you want to have, you can very well come to my mobile number. My mobile number is, okay. My mobile number is this. Okay. Okay, there's one more doubt Priyanka madam is asking. Sir, purchase of fixed assets, sir. What happened in case of foreign purchase of fixed assets, import of machinery from foreign? It's all the same, madam. But instead of creating an item, you will be creating an item under fixed assets. Okay, I'll show you that. That entry, I'll put it now. Okay, what do you do? I'm going to put an accounting voucher, F9 for purchase. Okay. Now I'll put my invoice number. I'll put the importer here. Now it is going to be fixed assets, correct? I'm not going to maintain any inventory in my books of accounts. Clear? This is one way of working. Okay. Number two, if you're planning to use the inventory even for accounting, it can be done provided on F11. What needs to be done is you just integrate accounts and inventory, make it as no. Then even for accounting entry, you can use your inventory, you can put your inventory items, you can create all expenses as inventory items, you can start using it. Okay. Now I'll just save this. So now what I'll try to do is I'm going to purchase, I'm going to purchase a fixed assets from Singapore. Okay. For example, I'll say TV, a smart TV. Smart TV. Okay. I'm not going to give anything, numbers. It is applicable. Some number I'm giving, it is taxable. It is say 18%. Goods. I save this. Quantity, one number. Okay. Now, when we do this, okay, when you create a ledger called fixed assets, okay, when you create any ledger under fixed assets with enabling my inventory portion, okay, you need to enable certain feature in purchases. Okay, you need to press F12. Okay, press one more F12. You can see on the first one, allow expenses, fixed assets for accounting allocation, make it as yes. Clear? When you make this, so my dollar rate will be $125, right? 75 rupees. Now here, now I'm going to create a ledger. I'm going to create a ledger call say TV under fixed assets. I am enabling my inventory position here. It is not applicable. It is goods. Okay, clear? I am not done anything over here. I'm just saving it. See, the TV comes here. Even though we have created this particular ledger under fixed assets, okay, it is an accounting entry only. You can use inventory position also. That inventory, whatever we are creating, it won't affect your P&L. Okay, there won't be any closing stock value for this. Again, all other entries are all same. Any doubts, madam? Priyanka, madam, any doubts you have? Okay. Madan sir is asking doubt for bank charges. Okay. So I'll show you tomorrow how the bank charges comes. Clear? Because bank charges, normally bank people will raise an invoice, but their invoices, most of us won't receive it. But when they file it, we'll be receiving the bank charges. So tomorrow I'll show you that. Then we'll go for a sales. Clear? So any doubts, you can just WhatsApp me or you can call me in my number. Right? Thank you very much.